What you're about to hear could be the most important podcast ever created. But probably not. Welcome. It's the Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
I have a question.
What's your question?
And none of you could probably answer it.
No?
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. Like, to have your identity stolen?
Yeah.
Like, what do they need to get? Is it just come down to your SIN number and they can go from there?
Oh God, if they got your SIN number, they're
Yeah.
golden. But
Yeah.
even just with like,
But how do they
your-
get into my, scene card?
Well, they're not.
My SIN number.
I think what they're doing is
All they're doing is
Yeah.
maybe seeing free movies with that one. That was okay.
How bummed would you be if you worked so hard to finally get to the point where you have free movie and someone takes it? But that's all they do. All they
Yeah.
do
For
is take your...
16 years, you've been working to get this free movie.
No, what they would do is open up a credit card in your name and then use all the
Yeah.
money and then
Yes.
you're.
I should read up on this
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, I don't understand how it works either.
Yeah,
I'm just waiting to be scammed here. You know,
Just assume it's going to happen.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Mahler and Jenny must be the two, the most ripe for the scam
Yeah,
people
absolutely.
on
Yeah.
the planet.
yeah, but my passwords are good.
Are they all
So-
different?
Well, let's share them now and see how
Yeah.
good we think
Okay,
they
so
are.
the first one
Yeah.
is capital. No,
Capital J-E-N-N-I.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, there you go.
that's not
So
bad.
get some numbers
Yeah.
in there. Yeah.
No, I would agree that I will be scammed one day.
Yeah,
Yes.
for sure.
I
it will
have to be,
We
'cause
all
I'm so
will be.
dumb.
Like, I mean,
Yeah.
when I was in New York City, that's it wasn't a surprise, I guess. I used my Visa card there. I got home, and 3 days later, I had booked all sorts of trips all over Europe.
Oh.
So, I mean, it was just fine. So I called, canceled it, explained what happened. They refunded everything. It was done. Everything was done in about 15 minutes,
Yeah,
and
but
everything was
that's
done.
just
And
them
that's
taking
just,
your credit
no.
card information,
But
right?
there's a
Right.
fear
Yeah.
then that if they have that information, what's going to happen next?
Yeah.
Right.
So you do that. So I called it was Trans Canada or Equifax or whatever. Called those people, and then I put a thing on it. So if anybody tries to open any credit or any new credit my name, they have to call and talk to me first.
That's
Oh,
perfect.
cool.
Yeah.
That's really neat.
But haven't you guys, I've had the thing where credit card, it gets compromised.
Yeah.
And there's things, and I sit there and go, maybe I was at Juice World the
Yeah.
other day.
Oh, yeah.
I do the same thing. I'm like,
Yeah.
what's PWXF? And I'm like,
100%.
that's probably legit.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
Especially when it's like $17. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't think that was
Yeah.
me, but
It probably was.
probably
Yeah.
me.
I wanted a wrap and a juice.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
think it was me. I don't know.
Yeah.
And shout out to Juice World, by the
Oh,
way.
yeah,
I
Sure,
don't know
yeah,
why.
yeah.
Yeah.
And shout out to Raps
Yeah.
in general.
Hey, Juice World would rap.
He
back
would,
in the day.
yeah,
Wow.
no,
Good.
It all
Nicely
ties
done.
together.
Yeah.
And that's why I can be compromised. Let's begin the Hot Tub Podcast.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Well, we could do anything else in the world but this.
I say we do anything
Why?
else.
Why would we do that when we could do this, everybody? Here we go. All together now.
Now it's time to play
Come on.
Brady's.
I can't hear you.
On the Morning Hot Tub with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Welcome to Brady's Game of Joy, where every week I make the rules. I got to do whatever I say.
Yeah.
Every week, guys, we play the Game of Joy, and every week I try to think of some new creative game that's going to get you guys sweating a little bit.
And this week you came up with nothing, so we're not playing.
No. Actually, this week you guys came up with something. Sometimes it's you who give me the best ideas and inspiration. If you remember last week, I had you guys pretend to be defense lawyers and make arguments to defend
Yes.
a case,
Yes,
right? You
terrible.
remember that? Yeah.
Terrible.
It was so much fun. It
was not
great.
good.
Well, at the end of all of that, this happened.
I thought for
For
sure
now.
he was going to make Coach and Tug do a defense, and I'm so glad he did
Oh,
not.
Coach and Tug will be back.
They would
Yeah,
have had a
that's right.
killer defense for Tom.
For sure.
Well,
Sure.
Yeah. What can I do?
What can you do?
I just enjoy it.
I mean, is it a stenographer?
Okay, all right, guys. So there it is. We're going to do the same sort of thing. We have Mahler and Rush. You're going to defend a new client as your famous characters,
God,
Coach
help us.
and Tug. Now, if you remember Coach,
Why is Coach a defense lawyer?
well, in this case, he is. Coach, in case you're not familiar with Coach and Tug, Coach is like your classic inspirational Midwestern football coach. Tug is his... how do you
Assistant
describe
coach.
Tug? Yeah, the assistant coach, his less present sidekick.
Well,
yeah, right. And Jenny, you're the stenographer.
okay.
Yeah. So Jenny, you're gonna go. Do me a favor. You see on the bottom left of your screen right there where it says "Type here to search." Just click. Type jingle. Okay.
Jingle.
Yeah, and a little program's gonna pop up. Just click that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've
Okay.
never used this before.
Okay. And you see how there's some things up there on your screen?
Yeah?
Yeah, that's your role. You're just gonna click those.
Oh.
Yeah, throughout the segment.
I feel like I...
This isn't fair.
Yeah,
Oh.
you see, do you want to give us a sample of what's gonna happen when you click?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, you're the court stenographer.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So Jenny's getting off easy this week.
Jenny's very upset that she doesn't get
I
to
want
play.
a role. I want a speaking role.
We hate the game of joy. What are you doing? You're
just
getting
stop
I
out of
hate
talking.
it, but I hate it more when I'm left out.
Well, you're not left out. You're the stenographer. That's a
Okay.
very important role in the
Okay.
courtroom.
You'll
I'm gonna
change your mind when this starts, I'm
Okay.
sure.
Okay, you're right, you're right.
Guys, here's your case. I've emailed it to you in case you want to look it over.
Gonna stenog.
I'm gonna stenog. Stenog, so good. Okay, so Bob is on trial for stealing a giant inflatable unicorn. Security footage shows Bob proudly riding the unicorn down Main Street. Witnesses laughed as they identified him, and the unicorn was found deflated in his backyard. Now, Bob claims that the unicorn, quote, followed him home.
We haven't started yet.
I'm just laying out the case. It's not your time yet, Jenny.
Okay.
Coach and Tug, please defend Bob. What are you typing?
All right, listen up, everybody. Coach has something he wants to say.
Thanks, Doug. You know, before we get started, I just want to let everybody know the stenographer, she's a pretty girl.
Hey,
Hi.
stenographer.
Stenographer?
Yes. Oh, I'm allowed to talk?
Oh.
Sorry, I was busy stenogging.
Oh, you should meet Tug.
All right, quiet down, everybody.
Oh, sorry.
Coach has something he wants to say.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, Bob is on trial for stealing a giant inflatable unicorn.
Big unicorn. He's got a horn on his head.
Yeah, sure, we saw that unicorn going down Main Street. Are you keeping up, young lady?
I got this. Oh, yeah.
The unicorn was found deflated in Bob's backyard.
Maybe he popped it with his big horn.
Popped himself? Oh.
Just letting you catch up, young lady.
I appreciate that. Thank you. As you were.
What are you typing? This stenographer is reckless. Just all over the place.
I don't mean to sound inappropriate, ma'am, but are you single?
Oh.
I'm ready to mingle. What?
Whoa.
No, hang on.
I wanted to introduce you to my friend Tug.
Hey, I'm Tug.
Tug, give her your phone number. She's writing everything down.
All right. Here's my phone number. 8.
Oh, wait, hang on.
What are you typing?
All right, listen up, everybody. Coach has something he wants to say.
Oh, yeah, you have to write everything down.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we must find Bob guilty of taking that unicorn.
I didn't do it.
No, Tug, you
I
didn't.
didn't do it.
No, you didn't.
I've
Bob,
never even seen a unicorn.
no, Bob is on trial, Tug,
It's like
not
a
you.
horse with a horn. Do those unicorns have wings too? Do they have wings, Coach?
They might, Tug. Now, we got to focus on Bob.
I've never seen a flying horse before.
Bob is on trial. And so I ask you, the members of the jury, find him guilty.
Oh.
Bob's one of them unicorns.
No, okay.
He's got a horn on his head.
You know, Tug, they're going to read this back and you're going to sound like a moron.
Some of them have wings, right, Coach?
I rest my case, Your Honor.
All right.
I rest my case.
Wow.
I don't even know what you guys said.
No, it was
Would you mind, young lady, reading me back what I said?
Oh, well, it's not how it works. If you were a stenographer, you'd know that I need to download all of this.
You're using a typewriter.
You can totally read
That is
back.
exactly how it works.
Listen, Tugs.
No,
No,
I'm Coach.
Coach.
Tugs?
I'm going to need to make some edits.
She's one of them unicorns.
Yeah, Tug, you see, you're kind of in love, aren't
Yeah.
you?
Call me. My number's 8.
I'm never giving Jenny buttons again. This is never happening again.
There you go. It's Brady's Game of Joy.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Well, we knew this was going to happen. You'll know the end of this story before I even get to the end of this
Okay.
story.
Okay, fun.
Okay, so, and maybe you've read about it this week. A remote Brazilian tribe, have you heard about this? Deep in the Amazon rainforest, was recently able to access the internet for the very first time in all of their lives,
Oh,
thanks to satellite Starlink service.
okay.
Right.
So, are the people in the tribe spending hours researching philosophy
Oh, they
Right.
must be,
and
right?
medicine?
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
All- everything you need for survival in
Sure.
life?
Yeah,
Sure.
Facebook.
No.
Okay.
The tribe leaders said almost immediately they had to institute time limits to the tribe.
Oh, God.
Or nothing would get done.
Yeah.
Oh.
that makes
One
sense.
elder said, in the village, if you don't hunt, fish, and plant, you don't eat. That's what
Right.
he said.
Yeah.
And they are just spending too much time on the internet. They've restricted internet access to 2 hours in the morning, 5 at night, and all day on Sundays. Once
Okay.
again, these people have never been on the internet.
Yeah, ever.
So what are they doing? Exactly what you'd expect. They're dealing with group chats full of gossip,
Yep.
addictive social networks,
Yeah.
abusive online strangers, hours and hours of sports streaming,
Yeah.
violent video games,
Okay.
scams, misinformation, and of
Yeah.
course, pornography.
Porn.
Yes, of course,
Yeah,
yeah.
porn has to be in there.
Of course.
It isn't all bad. I guess the internet does allow the tribe to chat with loved ones living far away.
Yeah.
Access educational opportunities, share their way of life with others, and it saved lives in emergency situations, but
Right.
mainly
Well, that's
porn.
great. Yeah,
It's
a
all
lot of
about
porn.
porn.
Yeah.
It's a lot of porn. Overall, the reviews are mixed. One leader said, I think the internet will bring us much more benefit than harm, at least for now.
You can say that, sure.
For now, everything's good in the beginning
Yeah.
until it's not.
Sure, but also porn. Guys, porn is incredible.
But think about that. You've never, we can't even wrap
you're-
our minds
exactly.
around it.
That's it.
That's plunked on you, and you're now told you can search for whatever you want
Yeah.
in the world.
Right.
Yeah, it's-
Mind-blowing.
It's very different than with us growing up with the internet. Like there was no internet, and it
Baby
grew up
steps.
with us. It
Yeah.
was just
That's
slowly.
it.
It was
Yes.
like a ramp.
Yeah.
This
Imagine
is-
how frustrating it would be for someone who is a native internet user to be watching them use the internet
my
and how slow they'd be
God.
typing.
Yes.
Right?
No, just use both
Yeah.
hands.
Here, hang on. Tell me what you want to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't even know how they would know that, let's say, for example, porn would exist.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel like they may have had somebody tell them how to use the internet. And
Yeah.
then-
Yeah,
somebody came
but
in
then
and
they,
showed
I'm
them.
sure they're googling any 9-year-old does, where they're putting in like boobies.
and then boom, there it is.
Like, wow, there they are. Google image search.
So this is going to destroy them. While they would have been peaceful and just
Or
done
turn
their
them into
thing,
us.
I
mean, you
think
can say
it
destroy
will.
them. So yeah.
I think it will. I think it will absolutely
But
destroy everything they know.
I'll jump
they
in there,
know.
Rush. I don't know if it'll be like us. I think they could destroy each other because we've once again been spoon-fed this along the way. We know how to handle it.
Yeah, we got it a little slower than
We
they
got it
did.
Here's the
slower.
thing, though. We got it slower, and we still don't know how to handle
Right.
it. We're still on it too
But
much.
we're not
It's still
killing each
destroying.
other, here.
It
Here,
depends
I know
on
there's,
how you look at
there's
it.
parts of the
Debatable.
world, sure.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. I mean,
I think
I'm
it's
worried
terrible.
about them. I gotta be
Yeah,
honest.
I'm with you.
yeah. Well, I mean, again, I
I'm
think,
more worried about them than I would be of us.
I
Oh,
think
yeah.
they're gonna. I think soon they're just gonna be us.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it sounds great that they immediately recognized that they had an issue with it
Yeah.
and limited time.
The
right?
elders did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they wanted their turn during the day.
So is this also to like X Twitter? Is this just is it this is the downfall because now they're going to allow porn on it, which I always thought that they
Which
did
they
allow porn on
always
it
do,
anyway.
no?
But is it going to be a lot more porn now on it? And that's just going to be what X is.
I don't know.
I think-
that's what I've read, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think Elon is so deep in the hole with
Yeah.
Twitter or X that he's just doing
He's
anything
drowning
to
and
to
he's
bring
just-
money
yeah.
in.
Because I feel like if they go to porn, then that's sort of
Yeah.
going to be it for it.
You think?
Yeah.
But they've always had porn.
Yeah, it's always been
Yeah,
there,
but
though.
that's the thing. But now if it's going to be more porn and it's going to be predominantly porn, and as soon as because the thing is, as soon as you as a company say we're going to start allowing porn, it sort of says to me, oh, we're all porn now.
Right.
And we'll see what happens with that.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think people still want all the memes and the political
Yeah.
talk. And
Yeah,
they want to
maybe.
see this
Yeah.
I mean,
sports
it probably
and-
depends on what you're clicking on and stuff,
Sure,
right? If you're
yeah.
just clicking on porn,
Here's
well, your
what we'll do.
algorithm's
Right.
We'll check Rushes in a few weeks.
Okay,
We'll
we'll
see.
see. It might
See
be all
what's
porn.
changed.
Yeah, who knows?
Wow, that's a lot of porn, right?
Yeah, it might be.
Rush was right. Weirdly, I want a follow up to the Brazilian
Yes.
tribe, though.
Me too.
Absolutely, yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
See how
Well,
they do with all of this.
I think it's
Sounds
gonna
like they
ruin
can
them.
give it to us. Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet they're on TikTok.
Are they already swiping on Tinder? What do you think?
Just matching with each other. The radius is like 5,000 kilometers.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
All right, today on the Wheel of Fun, I want to dedicate it to one of the greats, Pat Sajak, who has his last episode this Friday.
That's right.
Okay.
And Maggie Sajak, his daughter, has been doing like a little reflection piece online and on the show. My wife's crying every night.
Aww.
Wow.
It's so
I
sad.
guess if you've been a huge fan for a long time, it makes sense.
Well, she
Yeah.
said basically my whole life, Pat Sajak has been on TV hosting
Oh, yeah.
Wheel of
Fair
Fortune.
enough.
So
Oh,
there you
yeah.
go.
It's been, what, 46 years? Something
41.
Like that? 41
Crazy.
years.
Yeah.
Crazy.
All right, so we'll dedicate the Wheel of Fun to Pat, and who's going to spin it?
I'll spin it.
Okay,
if you
Okay.
don't mind.
Yeah, no.
The fine spin.
You
Didn't
kind of
wait
look
to
like
find out.
You look like Maggie Sajak. Like I did.
Okay. Oh, good job, Jenny.
It's time for Misheard Lyrics.
Yeah.
We should also say it's time for Misheard and then say something else
Sound
other
like a
than
misheard lyric.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
It's time for
Yeah.
Misheard.
Lyrics.
It's
time for Misheard Lyrics.
All right, guys.
I like it.
Misheard lyrics.
Yes.
When you're listening to a song and you're like, wait, what did they just say? That can't be right. And then you Google it and they're not right. But you're always going to hear it that way.
Right.
We get so many submissions for this. We've been doing it for a while. I always like to start by looking back on some of our favorite misheard lyrics. Why don't we start with the one that really kicked off this entire segment a few years ago? It was Maroon 5 and SZA. And Jenny, you kept hearing, you gon' make me hit you with that ladle.
Oh, yeah.
Baby.
Still,
I
I
can't
still
unhear
hear
it.
it.
That's all you hear.
100%.
Yeah.
Hit you with that ladle, baby.
Ain't no baby. You gon' make me hit you with that ladle, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, that's such a good song.
It is such a good song.
And what is she saying again?
Hit you with that lay down.
Yeah.
Lay down. Yeah,
Yeah.
ladle.
What about Dua Lipa and Cold Heart? She farted, but she kept it hid. I mean, if you're gonna keep it hid, then that's a pretty good thing. Farted, but I kept it hid.
I don't want to repeat that one anymore, please.
What about Maroon 5? When I'm without you, I'm soaked in wee.
When I'm without you, I'm something weak.
Ooh, poor guy.
More recent one, Noah Khan. Soccer mom, she forgot that I exist.
Soccer mom, she forgot that I exist.
I can't unhear that. Soccer mom, she forgot that I exist.
Soccer mom, she forgot that I exist.
And then another really fun one we did last edition of Misheard Lyrics was Sean Paul. Fight me, lemon, fatty, naughty, shardy.
5 million and 40 naughty shorty.
That's what he says. Yep.
My God.
Fight me, lemon, fatty, naughty, shardy.
5 million and 40 naughty shorty.
Yep.
Ridiculous.
I love it.
So good. All right, let's get to some new ones here. First one, we got a text. Mirrors by Justin Timberlake. They hear, with your hand in my hand and a pocket full of soap packets.
Cause with your hand in my hand and a pocket full of soap, I can take it to your place.
Yeah. There is no place you can go.
We can't go. We go everywhere with with soap packets. Again, because with your hand in my hand and a pocket full of soap packets.
Cause with your hand in my hand and a pocket full of soap, I can take it to your place.
Oh, that is good. Yeah.
Charlie sent this one in. She hears in The Bones by Maren Morris. She hears the words, when the bones are good, the breasts don't matter.
When the bones are good, the rest don't matter.
That's what I'm hearing now. Yep.
Yeah, when the bones are good, the breasts don't matter.
When the bones are good, the rest don't matter.
She's got a point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
she does have a point. This one, I'm just going to always hear it this way, even though it doesn't sound perfect. Courtney, every time she hears Pump Up the Jam by Technotronic, she hears Ottawa, a place to stay.
Yep.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
Aren't you? Now, every time you hear that, it's going to be Ottawa, a place to stay.
The tourism board
I
should get on
know.
board with
Yeah.
that.
That's genius.
That's awesome.
This one's just, I love this. It just feels so Canadian. Jamie's boyfriend always, every time you heard Lizzo's Good as Hell, always thought she was singing, Feeling Good Yourself.
Baby, how you feeling? Head toss,
That's just polite.
Baby, how you feeling?
Okay.
Feeling good yourself.
right.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
very, very polite, right?
That is nice.
Yeah. There's a song by Post Malone and Nicki Minaj called Ball for Me. Marissa always hears barf on me.
Oh.
All right? Barf on me.
What does it actually say?
All for me.
Yeah, ball for me. I've heard that song a million times. I've never thought barf on me, but now that's
all you
ruined.
hear now.
Yeah, that's ruined. And the last one here, speaking of ruining songs, maybe kids plug your ears. I'm going to ruin a Moana song for you.
Moana.
I am Moana, right? It's
Yeah.
like the biggest song from the movie. Veronica messaged in. She hears, it's like the tide always effing rising.
Oh, no.
It's like
Should
the
we
tide
do this?
always
Oh, no.
effing rising.
It's
We
gonna
have
ruin
to
it
because
for
that's
so
not the
many
actual
families.
lyrics.
Okay.
It's like the tide always effing rising.
It's like the tide always falling and rising.
Yep.
And such a big emphasis on it,
Yeah.
right?
It's like the tide always falling and rising.
The way it's like
Man.
broken into two syllables. Oh my god.
It's like the tide always falling and rising.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah.
And the sequel's coming out this fall.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I can't wait.
See if there's a follow-up.
Wow. Careful of the tide, everybody.
That is misheard
God.
lyrics right here on the Morning Hot Tub.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady. Find the gang on their socials. Follow at Mahler, at One True Rush, at Hot Flash Jenny, and at Brady Jones Radio.
Do you do this before you go on vacation? A new poll found 75% of us prefer to clean our homes before going on a trip because we hate coming home to total filth.
It's nice to come. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Half of us do it to make sure we can relax. 51% said they think about it the whole time and dread having to clean as soon as they get home. Here are the top. Sorry, go ahead, Brady.
Yeah, well, I was just gonna say it's funny that we do it because as soon as you get home, you unpack and I end up kind of making a mess anyway because then I start doing laundry and then we have
Right.
to do grocery shopping and it's like it's a clean home for about half an hour.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
still, to walk home and just see it
Oh,
clean
yeah,
is
totally.
very nice.
I completely
I
agree.
can't imagine, and I'm sure there are people that would go away and come home and then look at the kitchen and have dishes on the counter and the sink. I could not
no.
imagine that.
No, like I get to a point where even like the closet needs to be organized, laundry needs to be put away. Like I don't want to come home to anything.
Now, is
I
part
want
of
it
this
to-
the feeling that you think, well, if anything happens to me and people are going to come in after I'm dead and see the mess?
No, I've
Okay.
never actually
Because I've
even
heard of
thought
people
about
feeling
that.
like that, yes.
No, that's
boy.
why you wear clean underwear.
There you go.
I mean,
What?
for
Where
other
are we
reasons.
going? What's
Hang
going on
Say-
here?
well,
Well,
that's why
remember
you
they
wear-
say in case you're ever in an accident, have clean underwear on. You've never heard that?
Yeah, I have,
Yeah.
but
That's not why I wear clean underwear. I'm just saying. That's not the only reason.
I don't get it though. Like if you die, wear clean underwear. Is
Yeah,
that
those
what
are
you're
like
So when they
people-
find you,
yeah,
you're not
you're not in dirty underwear.
Dirty underwear.
saying? Why would how would they notice what underwear you're in?
They
Well,
look.
the person doing
Is that
the
what
The
people are doing
autopsy.
to dead people?
but I also feel like, if you're hit by like let's say a train,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Your underwear is going to be a little soiled.
Will it? How
that's-
do you know?
yeah, I think.
Well,
that's
I
what
mean, it may
happens.
be soiled with all sorts of things.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, 'cause
You know, like
everything
your
gets,
innards if you're hit by a train.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't think at the scene they're going, check out the underwear.
They say we're
Oh my
clean.
God, look at
That's good.
Yeah, and most people do have, number one and number two happens when you die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
oops.
So I guess it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't.
Wear the dirty underwear then if you want.
No.
I mean, I don't know.
we're not
No?
promoting
Okay.
that. No.
That's what you took from that.
Wrong message.
Yeah.
Well, I have the top 5 things we feel like we must deal with before we go on
Okay.
vacation, okay? The laundry at number 1. 77% said it's top priority, maybe because you also want to pack some of that
Yes.
stuff as well, right?
Yeah.
The dishes, 66%.
Yeah,
Week-old
of
dirty
course.
dishes,
Run
never
the
fun.
dishwasher too. You don't want a week worth
Yeah.
of
With
smells
things
in
sitting
there.
in there. Yes,
Exactly.
absolutely.
That's it. The bathroom, 58% said it's one of their top must clean
Yeah.
spots. Sweep, vacuum, and mop at 56%. And at 49%, the kitchen, specifically the kitchen counters, the stove, and
Yes.
tossing any
Yeah.
old food out in the fridge.
For sure. And taking your garbage out
Yeah.
is so
But I feel like
Yeah.
it's just like cleaning your house. Basically, is
Yes.
what it
I'll
listed
throw
there, and
another
they're all
one
very
into the
close.
mix too. It's very specific, but definitely take down your Christmas decorations so when you come back, that's all done.
Yeah, that's a
Wait,
big
what do
one.
you mean?
I
Because
mean,
if you're going away after Christmas,
Christmas,
the
oh,
last
yeah.
thing you want to walk into is your tree
Yeah.
and everything
Yeah.
still
it's
up.
Oh,
mid-January at
God.
this point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
okay,
so
fair enough.
true.
Yeah.
Have you ever done that?
Never.
No.
It's taken down and put away.
Boxing
and,
Day.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
so crazy to me.
No, but if you were, let's say you're
I get that if you're-
traveling
yeah.
on December 27th,
Yeah.
would you want to get back a week later and come back to Christmas?
I get that, but I wouldn't want to put Christmas away.
But you're going to be gone.
Yeah.
I know,
Yeah.
but it still feels so sad. Like I could never put down my Christmas stuff on
I
Boxing Day.
enjoy the Boxing Day and the Christmas is done. I
It's
like
like a
that.
new home
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
getting ready for a new year.
Okay, but we're not going to argue about
The
this. in
only
the
way I
middle
would
of the
leave it
summer,
up
but-
is if we were having some sort of get together
Yeah,
or something
sure, yeah.
after Christmas
Yep.
because family couldn't make
Yeah.
it or
Yeah.
whatever.
Even
That's
then-
the only.
No,
Yeah.
even then, here you'll light a few candles and here,
There you go.
put some Christmas lights on the
Sure.
tree
Did
in
you
the
change your
corner.
underwear?
No,
You
not
would need-
anymore.
No need.
Ding dong. Hang on, I got to go get my dirty underwear on. Don't come in yet.
I'm going to soil myself anyway. It doesn't matter.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Do you live with someone who casually critiques your dietary choices? First of all, I really hope not. But if you do, like somebody saying like Cheez-Its again or, whatever. Well, now they've got reinforcements on the way in the form of AI.
Oh.
Researchers here in Canada are working on a new AI that can identify different foods so it can watch what you eat and then shame you for
Oh,
it.
good.
That's good. That's
We
what
needed
need.
this, yeah.
This is terrible.
But
it's not.
no, I don't mind this.
No?
Because it'll be up to you to
Turn it
install
on.
this or turn it on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So if
until it
you-
malfunctions and takes over, and
Well,
it's just you're just getting
that's
ridiculed.
everything though, Brady.
Yeah.
We're
Right.
just- it's going to take over everything. But until then, this is you flicking it on, so you want that kind of
Oh, I think
reminder.
we're so hard
or-
on ourselves anyway,
Yeah.
and we know what we're
But you
what
don't.
we're eating.
But you don't have to get it.
Okay, but how
No,
does it
you're
do
right.
it? How does it shame
Yeah,
you?
it depends
Okay.
on what the shaming
Yeah.
sounds like.
Well, I'll let you know. It's not ready for prime time yet. Right now, it can just calculate how much food is on your spoon or plate with about 95% accuracy. It can't identify exactly what you're eating yet, but they're confident it'll get there. Once that happens, it would use cameras to track what you eat. So someday soon, Alexa might watch you open a bag of chips and say, "Are you sure you want to do that? You already consumed too many calories today."
No, I've got no problem with that.
No, I just feel
because
like-
you have to understand, sort of your, like, let's say Apple Watch is
Yeah.
an extension of that. Because
Yes.
it'll say, Buzz, stand up now. Buzz,
Right.
you haven't done your 10,000
Yeah,
steps. Like,
yeah.
it's just not saying the words.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's giving you the same motivation.
No, I think that's fine. If it's not saying another bag of
fatty?
chips, fatty, I think that's a little much.
But if you want to program, if that's
Yeah.
your motivation,
Right.
Yeah.
then what?
If it
I
does
guess
work
to
for
each
you,
his own.
yeah,
For sure, to each his own. I just imagine when I'm eating something like that, I am aware that it is not good for me.
For
I am
sure.
aware that I don't need the
Yeah.
extra calories and that it's not good for my heart and my brain. Whatever. I know those things.
Right?
but
No
I'm
one's
like,
surprised by that.
no, that's
Right.
just it. So I don't need somebody else reinforcing what I'm already doing to myself by saying I shouldn't have
Imagine if
it.
you lived in bizarro world and
Yeah.
this was like the norm, but then they made you, like the society, whatever, the government, whoever, made you have to choose the person who was saying this stuff to you. So like
No.
you choose me, for example,
Oh,
and I go,
yeah.
oh, Jenny again?
Man, oh, it'd be
And
so
then
hard to do a show.
the next day you came in and you'd be so mad at me.
I would. I'd be like so afraid to put like sugar in my
Yes,
coffee in the
that's right,
morning.
yeah.
Don't watch me. Turn away, Mahler.
Don't look at me.
And I'd be like, what are you talking about? And you say, don't play dumb.
You hate me.
Yeah, the show would sound completely
It
different. I
really
gotta
would,
be honest.
yeah. I'd be so insecure all the time.
So, guess with this, they still know because it's in the early stages.
Yeah.
Like, is it speakers in your kitchen? Is it like a Google or Alexa,
guess you
or is
would
it on
have
your
to-
fridge?
Yeah.
Or like, where is
It's a
this
great
thing?
question. I feel like if it's gonna know, it would have to be on you, like looking at you. It would be some form
Like
of
cameras
camera.
throughout your
Camera,
house,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, maybe.
I feel like it should be like a Nona or something. Like it should look like an old woman with like a finger that points at you, you know, and really judgy.
Why?
Like,
yeah.
Just because it makes it, I don't know,
Yeah.
more likable almost.
Would it not-
And it hurt more too. It makes it hurt more.
It's true. I mean, yeah, it's
Yeah.
a combination of both.
Yeah.
You
But
feel
if,
bad.
If it could be like your hologram trainer, like the person who's your you have a trainer,
Yeah,
Rush.
yeah.
It's that guy hologramming going, Rush.
Really?
Yeah.
Come on now,
Yeah.
put down the
That's not bad.
cookies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad at
Yeah.
all. I mean, I don't mind the idea of the old grandmother, too.
I do. I like the idea of it being your own voice, your voice of reason.
Oh, so you're talking
You
to
know?
yourself.
Yeah, so you're like, Jenny,
Okay.
you know that you're not going to feel good after
Now,
this.
see, you're only doing that
Block
because
of
you know you
cheese.
can deal with yourself.
Yeah.
Be like, yeah, shut up, Jenny. And that's fine. But if it's somebody else, then you feel more
God,
guilty.
Yeah.
very confusing
Yeah.
technology if you're schizophrenic. Very,
Yeah,
very
not good.
confusing.
But like, if you got to voice it yourself, you'd say, "Hey, good looking."
Yeah. Hey,
Sure,
sweetheart.
you can have a couple chips, but let's just dial it back, eh? We got swimsuit day tomorrow. All right.
Or you're way meaner to yourself.
Yeah, you could be.
Oh my God, no. That's terrible. Like, Jenny, you idiot. Oh, maybe that would
No.
work.
No, hearing from yourself. Oh, wow. And by the way, if everybody like we have 6 people in our household, could you imagine all the voices
Everybody's
constantly
yelling
going
at
on?
us. Yeah. This may not be a good idea.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
So, do you find that you're on social media, whatever it is, threads and stuff like that, where you go, "What are they even talking about?"
Sure.
Today's
Yes.
slang, obviously, super difficult,
Yes,
right?
it is.
No.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to keep up with everything.
Yeah.
And I think I even say to my kids, "What does this mean?" They go, "I don't know," and then they
Yeah.
Google it because and they're younger and they still don't even
I'm
understand
still
what half the
struggling
stuff
with
is.
basic short forms in texting. Like,
Yeah.
what is whatever, ID?
GAF?
Sure. I know that. I think. Yeah.
Well, there's this millennial high school teacher. His name's Sam Salem, and he started a series on his Instagram page. And basically, he's gaslighting his students with made-up slang words.
That's amazing.
I like that.
And there's like he's put up like a dozen videos, and they're getting like I don't know, close to 1 million likes and everything. People are really getting on board with this. So I thought with Sam's list here, I would give you guys some of this slang and see if you can figure out what it means.
Okay.
So these are not words. These are things that he's made up.
He's made up. Now people in his class, in his school, and now online have adopted them.
They started using
so they're
them.
actually getting traction
I mean, this is
now.
how these
Hey.
words come to be
Yeah,
anyway.
that's
Sure,
true.
yeah. Just
Yeah.
one person starts it.
Yep.
This
Okay.
is fun. Okay.
Okay.
Here we go. So jot down what you think here. We'll start with comma.
Comma.
With
Okay.
today's slang, what does comma mean?
It just means
Rush?
it just means to take a break, to pause. Like if someone's like talking really fast and they're really excited, say, "Hey, comma,"
Man,
and then they'll
that's what I was
calm
gonna
down.
say.
Okay, Jenny, you feel that way too?
No, I think
Okay.
comma's like, come on, man. Like, calm down, relax, chill out. Like, comma.
Is that not exactly what I said?
Sort of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brady?
Yeah, I think it's to pause. So, like,
Yeah.
slow down.
Yeah.
You know, comma. Like use a comma. It's like you got run-on sentences. Hey,
Comma.
comma.
Okay, you're sort of there. It's tell me more, I need more details.
That's not what we said at all.
Well, slow down, give me more details.
Okay.
I like ours
yeah.
better.
I like it better.
Well, then you can go to a school, get a bunch of students, create your own. All right, what about dairy?
Dairy.
Dairy. You'll never get this. Dairy, Rush. If you say something's dairy.
I think that means it's good for you. So like like people say drinking milk, it does
Yeah.
your body good. So like get your studying done. It's dairy. Like it's good for you.
Okay.
I think it means you're milking it for all
Oh,
you can.
okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's not bad.
Yeah.
That is
That's
really
not
good.
bad.
Yeah,
That's what
thank
it
you.
should
Should
be.
be.
Yeah,
thought mine
that's
was
pretty good.
the
And I'm
same.
going to say the opposite of Rush's. I'm going to say it makes me sick. Like if
Okay.
someone says something and you're like, dairy. Like, it's
Wouldn't
like,
you say you're lactose then? When you go lactose?
Yeah, but lactose is not a
Less
fun
cool.
word. Yeah,
Dairy is more fun.
dairy sounds cool.
All right, what it does mean is basic.
Oh.
Okay.
That's very basic. It's very dairy.
That's not bad. Like
Bland.
milk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So we're in the dairy frame of mind. What does feta mean? Feta.
Can I start?
Yeah.
It's fed up, but it's just a cool way to say fed
Okay.
up. I've had enough. I'm feta. I'm feta
yeah,
with this.
I'm gonna say it's like icing on the cake. It's like it's
Like the crumble of feta on top of a salad.
Little extra.
Oh,
yeah.
little
Extra.
Sunday on
Yeah.
top. Okay.
Yeah.
Jenny,
Okay.
any,
Feta.
yes?
I think if it's feta, it is sick. It is wicked. It is awesome. God, I just dated myself with those words.
Yep, you did.
Well, it's negative. It means
Oh.
falls apart easily.
Oh, that makes sense.
It's falling apart
Yeah.
easily. Yeah, it's
we
feta.
are not
Best
doing
part
well
about
at
it.
this.
No, we're not.
We are
Terrible.
not doing well at all.
Yeah.
What about Getty? Getty.
It's like a new pose. It's like the new Vogue. All right, we're gonna do a Getty because it's like a Getty image. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? All
okay,
the really
that's-
really nice pictures are they're Getty images. You know what I mean on
Yeah.
on the red carpet.
Okay.
So it's the new Vogue.
I'm going to say it's when you have a bunch of people together. When they get together, it's like
Oh,
it's a
it's a
Getty.
Getty.
It's a
It's a
Getty.
Getty. Yeah.
That's
That's
the
cute.
most basic
so cute.
explanation.
It's a Getty.
That's not bad though. You guys want to have a Getty?
Yeah, I'm Getty.
No, I think it is when you have a group picture, but you want permission to post it from your friends. Like
all
Getty,
right.
you need to use a Getty image because you can actually post
Yeah,
one of
okay,
those.
all right.
I think it's getting permission to post it from your friends.
Well,
that's not
first of
bad.
all, Brady would say Rush's definition. Brady would use it.
100%.
You
for
would.
Sure.
I think
Yeah.
he's going to start using it.
I would hit the group chat and just put Getty question mark.
For some tendies.
I love that.
Well,
Yeah.
I will say that Jenny and Brady were onto something.
Yeah.
Okay.
It means a work of art, beautiful.
Okay.
In terms of Getty, the photography.
Okay,
and
Sure,
that
right.
yeah.
stuff.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, what if you're oozing?
You're oozing. Oh, it's like the new Riz. You're oozing Riz. You got a lot of charisma.
Okay.
You know.
I think it's you're just really, really happy. Very, very
Okay.
happy. Yeah,
You're-
yeah.
You're happy. And what'd you say, Brady?
like charisma. It's the new
Charisma.
Riz.
Okay.
I think it means slimy. It means somebody's just slimy, just a yucky human.
You're all off.
Ah.
It means doing too much.
Oh.
You're oozing at the sides. You're doing
Okay.
too much.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I'll give you one or two
This
more
is
here.
fun, man. I
There's
can
a
do this all
big
day.
list. Rug. Rug. R-U-G. Rug.
It means you're worn out. Like if basically you're Brady. You're
What?
just
Yeah.
you're,
Hang
well,
on.
you're,
Well, you work really hard.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Sure. It's
So
not
you'd
Brady
say
on a
Brady's
Sunday
rug?
morning. He's rug.
He's rug.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
You know
I
what?
don't hate that.
I think it's a high traffic area. That's very busy. It's
Okay.
rug.
Oh, it's rug.
Yeah, it's
okay.
rug.
Rug. I think it's ugly. It's just ugly. Also, like Brady on a Sunday morning.
Yeah.
It's just if something's rug, it's just like old and gaudy, you know?
It means you don't believe it. Derived from the word struggling.
Oh.
You don't believe it.
We are not
that's
good at
rug.
this game.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
You want
Okay.
one more?
One
Yeah,
more.
sure.
Yeah. One more.
Costco.
Costco.
Oh.
Costco. We got to get creative.
Oh,
here.
I'm going to say it's like the person who has everything. Like if you go to their locker and they've got all these other things up and mirror and all this, it's like Costco. You've got so much in there. It's just you've got a
Okay.
lot of things.
Okay, I'm going to say it's someone who.
Hey.
Oh, well, there's no order to this. We've just been hopping in.
I would have popped in every time then.
Whoa, guys, you're oozing. Too much.
Stop being so
Okay,
rushed.
go ahead, Brady.
Comma. I think Costco. It's the person that always has like what you need. So like if you need gum, they're gonna have gum or
Yeah.
whatever. It's samples. They always have like samples.
Oh,
for
okay.
it. Like
Yeah.
little
Sample.
something that they can give you.
Okay, I'm gonna say it's you're getting more than you can chew. What is it? You bit
Bite
off more than you can chew.
No.
Like it's
Yeah.
just you're
Okay.
getting it's too much of you don't need it and you have too much of it.
I'll give the point to Rush.
Okay.
It means like you have everything. So, example, if your burger has 15 items on it, it's very Costco.
Very Costco.
All right.
Okay.
I got one.
I want to use that.
Your burger's Costco.
That's so
Oh, you
fun.
got it at Costco?
Costco.
No.
No.
It's just Costco.
It's just Costco.
Yeah.
My mom would adopt that.
And finally, I'll give you this last one here. And there's a
Okay.
ton of others. I
Yeah.
could have gone
Yeah.
all day. iPad. If you're using the today's slang,
An
iPad.
You know everything.
iPad.
Yeah, you just know everything.
You know
Yeah, you know
everything.
everything. Yeah.
Oh, what is an iPad? Like, what does it do? I'm gonna say it just means you're versatile. You fit into every situation. Okay.
iPad. Oh
I don't know.
I'd say you. I don't know. You break easily. I don't know.
No.
iPad. That's a weird. That's not slang.
It is someone who is socially awkward.
Okay.
Oh,
Because
That's a stretch.
it's kind of awkward to have an iPad
Yeah, okay.
in this
Sure.
day and age, I guess.
Yeah. Oh,
Maybe.
okay. Maybe.
Less iPads
yeah.
out there these
Yeah.
days.
That's very true.
There you go.
Yeah.
And this guy's
Okay.
catching on. Sam Salem.
All
I
right.
think,
High school teacher.
I think from now on, I think Brady's going to be rug on Sunday mornings.
I don't hate these.
And I do think that'll be after a Getty. I think that's going to happen.
Wow, you're just fetting these all out here.
yeah.
And this whole segment maybe it was oozing too much.
Yeah,
I don't
maybe.
know.
Yeah.
I already forget. How do I use Costco in a sentence?
Okay.
If you have a lot going on.
Okay.
Basically, your purse is
Has
Costco.
everything.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
Anything you need, I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Your purse
I'm
is Costco.
Costco.
Yeah.
All right. Got it. I'll ask
She'll
you again
forget
later.
that.
Yeah, for sure.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Oh, boy. Okay, in March 2023, a San Lorenzo pastor purchased a lot in the San Francisco Bay Area. Very exciting. You know, wow, a new lot. I'm going to build on it. That's great. The only problem here, the property is underwater.
Oh.
Yeah, so he bought the lot without actually going to visit it.
Oh.
And then went to visit it. And it's underwater. Now he's looking to sell. It's been on the market for over 300 days. The property, it says here, the property is less than a mile from the beach. Now, it sounds like the property is the beach.
No,
It's in
it's
the
less
beach.
from it's less than a mile from the beach the wrong way.
Right, exactly, because it's in the middle of the ocean, I
Right.
suppose. Listed at $400,000.
He'll never sell this.
No.
Ever, never.
The
Bring
lot
a
is
sponge.
Yeah, exactly. So it's literally the lot is zoned residential, so the new owner would have to allow for water to flow freely. Like they'd have to find a way to get the water off the property, but still flow through the property. Does that make sense?
Would you ever buy property without seeing it? No.
No, never, never,
Man.
ever.
I don't think.
That is, oof.
Yeah, that's rough.
Like, what do you do? And then you take the hit on.
you
on
take the loss. That's
Yeah.
what you do.
Yeah.
That's a tough purchase. Also, who's your realtor? Fire
Yeah.
your realtor
I
on
mean,
me.
come on.
Like, that's a negative Google review. I bought a place that is underwater.
I don't think it was through a realtor.
I feel
think-
like it wasn't, yeah.
I think
You
it
think
was
so?
like on Mark.
I mean, that's sketchy. That's very sketchy.
Yeah.
Did they say how much he paid?
Well, he wants to sell it for $400,000.
Okay.
Oh yeah, so he bought it for $300,000. He wants to sell it for $400,000.
Oh, he's looking to make
Dude,
money here.
you're not going to make money off this.
I mean, I
Take
think
the
the
L.
last guy was able to sell it because he didn't say it was underwater.
That's exactly
So
it.
he's opening with, "Hey, this place is underwater,"
Yeah.
and he's trying to sell it for
And,
more.
and like I know the values in San Francisco are very expensive, right? But you're
Now,
underwater,
is it
man.
nice, like waterfront? Like can?
Oh,
can
it's
you
waterfront.
No, but can you swim there? Like you know what I mean? Is it mucky? Is it like weedy? Is it gross? Or is it actually a nice piece of beachy property?
It's a great question.
You know what I mean?
I don't
like,
know.
if that was the case,
Yeah.
maybe it's okay if you could actually, I don't know, swim.
well, I mean,
Swim's the
it's-
only thing you can do.
I mean, it used to be over the water,
Okay.
but now it's not.
yeah.
So it's going to take a lot of
What
money
about
to
sandbags?
fix this.
Is that
A
what
lot
it
of
is?
sandbags.
That's what you want around your house constantly is sandbags.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I feel like you
that's tough.
might need a sump running.
You maybe, yeah.
Need a lawnmower. Oh, Rush, this is maybe your property. You can finally have that moat
Oh,
you've
yeah,
always
you
There
wanted.
you
the
go.
moat.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, you
It's
just gotta-
built up in the
The-
middle.
yeah, the boat is
Exactly.
the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah, yeah, that'll keep the enemies out. Are you serious about that moat thing? Like, if you won the lottery, would you actually truly
No,
want a
I
moat?
don't think
want
I'd
a
actually.
moat.
It would be a lot of money.
You had $1 billion in the bank.
Might have
account.
a moat.
You
Yeah, I'd have to. I mean, it would have to be worthwhile. But you have to maintain your moat too.
You'd buy a place with a moat.
Yeah, I
you
don't-
wouldn't
I
build
wouldn't
a
put
moat.
one in.
How
Exactly.
many moats are in Canada?
You
No,
never-
no, he can get
Why
a
am I-
vacation
yeah.
home
No.
somewhere else.
One of my
But how many
places.
moats are anywhere in the world?
Well, there's a lot of moats.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a lot of moats.
No, there are more than you would think.
Yeah.
I don't think there are more than I would think. I think there's less
I
than
think
you would
there's-
think.
Especially overseas.
Yeah.
A lot of moats.
A lot of
I
moats.
feel
Yeah.
like the moats over the years, as you know, as soon as the other people stopped invading,
Yeah.
like
Moats can be nice.
I don't think I've ever seen a moat in my life.
Google moats. Yeah, you'll
Let's
see.
Google moats in Canada.
Google moat. No, there's no moats in
Not that
Canada.
there
we just
are,
said.
I'm sure some, but
But,
not many.
but Google moat and luxury home, and I
Yeah.
bet you'll see Some beautiful property.
I mean, some call it a lazy river.
Yeah.
Okay, here's one in Ontario.
Yeah.
It is terribly ugly.
Okay.
65,000 square feet, unfinished mansion on the shores of Lake Temiskaming, and it's got a moat.
Yeah.
And how does it look?
Terrible.
Okay,
really, really ugly.
But is the house bad?
Yes.
Okay,
But
well,
also,
so
yes, the
he's
house,
a
every
billionaire.
part of
He's
this.
not
I'm not buying that
one.
house. Yeah, I'm buying
It's
another
the
house.
only property that has a moat in Canada. You're buying the house, man.
I think I'd probably buy a house in another country.
Or you
if I
could
had
swim
billions.
laps in your moat. That's kind of fun. Would you turn it into a lazy river?
This is what I was
just
saying.
said.
I
No,
literally
No, sorry, I
just
wasn't
said
listening.
that.
I was Googling this one. And
This is a lot of them are called lazy river. Sure.
I feel
think
like a
that's-
lot of moats, though, the water's lower. Like it's not ground level,
Yeah.
right? So you then have to build stairs down to your lazy river and stuff like
Yeah, but
that.
that's not bad. You can do that.
Okay.
And then you just have a bunch of.
He's just buying a nicer house with a nicer moat.
There you go. Yes.
Yeah, not this place.
Okay, well, I'm getting the house with a lazy river, not a moat. And it doesn't need to be all around.
The
I just
only
want it to go.
difference is you're calling it a lazy river and not a
No,
moat.
how cool would this be? Okay,
Oh
so
my
the
God.
lazy
This-
river.
You're sitting
Listen.
in Jenny's chair.
Yeah,
This is
you're
what's
sitting in
happening.
Jenny's
No,
chair.
this
Yep.
is very much a Brady idea.
I really want you to be sucked up in the portal.
Yeah, I think so.
We do have a portal in the studio. No, listen. The lazy river goes through your house.
Okay,
So it actually, it's like an indoor-outdoor. So it
No.
goes through like your living room
No.
and go through your kitchen.
No.
Yes.
No,
Hear
because
me out.
then all sorts
It
of
goes
weird
to, like-
animals and everything
No,
are gonna know.
I'm rich. There's gonna be no
Everything's
animals.
moist in your
Yeah, no,
No.
That's a terrible idea.
Okay, you gotta get
Also,
your mail.
Really easy to break into your house now.
gotta get-
just swim.
No, there'll be
no.
security or something. Okay,
no, this is a
you want to
bad
get your
idea.
mail? You hop into the lazy river, you grab a nice Caesar, and you'll get there in the next like 20 minutes. You'll just float your way out there to the
You know,
mailbox.
if Jenny was here, she'd be going, "Oh yeah,
Yeah, she would.
Now I want a moat.
100%.
Oh my
She would.
God, Brady, build me a moat."
I
That's
think
what
it's
she'd
a
say.
great idea.
Yeah.
Wow,
Brady,
lazy
you-
rivers. Why don't people have more lazy rivers?
Brady, you've ruined moats.
If you like what you just heard, tell someone. They can listen to the Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady wherever podcasts are found. And if you didn't like what you heard, that's cool. Cool. All right, yeah.